I don't like doing
Go
this.
on, Junkie. Go on.
Oh, are we recording?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that you were recording yet. Gotcha. Show is a podcast featuring several adults with nothing better to do on a Saturday night. Content warnings will be found in the description below.
See, good job.
I didn't read
you did
that
it.
right. I didn't read that right.
It works. Do you want to do it again?
Worked. Yeah, let's do it again. Let's record a new one. Let's
okay,
run
do
it again. Run it back. Run it back.
Do it again.
Run it back. Show is a podcast featuring several adults with nothing better to do on a Saturday night. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
There you go. Good job.
Nice. Yeah, and then I fall out of the room. Fuck.
Welcome to Show episode 11. It's the second season. It's been something.
It's something, guys.
It's been something. Well, we got a solid episode though. We got a stacked episode because I've got, as always, we got Beard, we've got Junkie, we've got PK, we've got Occams making his return from the one shit show episode while I was in Texas, and also the one where we had two lawyers debating whether or not hot dogs are sandwiches. And we got B Hyper here as well.
Hi, it's me.
Has your opinion changed about the hot dog sandwich debacle?
I don't. My opinion was so fluid at that time that I don't recall what my opinion was.
I remember. I don't think you had an opinion, but you had continued reading further than I did, and you were like, "Oh, they classified it for sales."
Yeah, that's right. I did the research on it, and I found out that it was like the reason that classification had happened was like something in New York. It was like some like New York school system shit or something. It was like the same reason. It's the same reason that pizza is considered a vegetable.
What?
No, the pizza counts a vegetable count. Holy shit!
Did you not know that? Yeah, no. This is from back in the like the food pyramid days. It was like some place in New York. They like the way that they classified the vegetable was based on like the nutritional content of it, like what kinds of like I don't know, fucking whatever your body got out of it, and based on their analysis, pizza was a vegetable. So whenever they would serve school lunch, they could count it as a vegetable. Is really stupid. It's like actually dumb.
The food pyramid, I don't know how nobody caught on to that being so dog shit for so long, because it was just like, yeah, if you just mostly eat bread, you're good, dog. It should be the biggest part of your diet.
I mean, that was like the late 90s and the early 2000s in a nutshell, was eat a shit ton of bread and then just wash that shit down with milk. Immediately drink milk afterwards.
No wonder I'm diabetic. It's a damn food pyramid's problem. I was following my pyramid regimen. I think it's a pyramid again, but it's stacked like vertically, if I remember. I think it's a new pyramid.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with the kids and the lunch these days. I kind of assumed with the series of presidencies that we've had that they stopped caring about the children and they no longer feed them.
It would be cheaper. It would save on your tax dollars. I go straight to gas.
I presumed, like in the ultimate form of capitalism, that we just allowed the children to devour each other and the strongest ones survived.
Okay, we aren't doing the great Viltrumite purge from Invincible, okay?
I need a
what if?
Jesus Christ.
What if?
What if?
But hear me out.
I die rapidly.
I think that's just how they pick valedictorians now, actually, is whoever eats the most children. They get to go up and do the graduation speech.
They shake the hands, yeah.
Of their class.
Wish my classmates were here. They couldn't make it today.
That's how they introduce themselves. When they do roll call.
Just
like, how many other children have you eaten so far?
Just being brought in looking like the Emperor from Dune.
Be a great like Black Mirror kind of like horror episode where they get rid of school lunches so they resort to cannibalism.
I could see that being a Black Mirror episode where it's like this horrifying like Hunger Games-esque situation where it's like child v child and everybody's battling. And then at the end of the episode, like a bell rings and everybody just like all the survivors get on a bus and go home.
My God, it's like so I'm back on my journey again, which to recap, I'm on a journey right now where I'm only experiencing movies through the out of order clips that TikTok is presenting them to me. And now I'm seeing this other movie. I'm getting a lot of for this one. It's a movie where there's a guy and he's like running for his life. And I keep seeing this clip where there's someone pointing a gun at him and he goes, I don't have a gun, so you can't use a gun. And the guy with the gun's like, fair play, pulls out a knife and starts charging at him. And he's like hanging off the side of a building. And the sun
Liam
comes
Hemsworth,
up.
right? Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, I
hanging
know
off
what
the
you're
side of a
talking
building, but then the sun comes up. And the guy's like, all right, good job. And it helps him up off of the building. And I'm like, what the fuck is this movie? I can't remember.
From what I understand,
Sounds like role play the movie.
he's being hunted for like an X amount of time, and they can't hunt him when the sun comes up. So he's being hunted throughout the whole like 24 hours or some shit. And it's a bunch of hunters.
Right.
So that's the premise of it. I don't remember what it's called, but
It sounds like an Onyx police pursuit.
yeah.
That's basically when we had 2 restarts. That's just how that would go. It'd chase you down and send you up for prison for the rest of your life and give you a bunch of fines. And then the server would restart and then everybody would just go to the PD meeting and just fucking move on.
I missed 2 restarts. God, 2 restarts was so
Being
nice.
hunted movie. Most dangerous game? No, that's not what it's called. Never mind. That's a TV show.
I missed 2 restarts because it was easy to hold the department meetings, which we were all talking about for 400 messages about a couple weeks ago.
I remember when it was 3.
Remember when the server opened and it didn't restart for like 2 weeks?
That was rough.
PK's
That was actually rough.
PK's on that old school shit with me where it was like you would be queuing like 7 seconds after 7 o'clock.
I was there too.
Yeah,
I was there too. 2.0
times. Yeah, I remember like 2.0. I think it was like there was a restart at like 11 a.m. and then there was a restart at 7 p.m. and then there was a restart at like 2 or 3. I think it was 2 a.m. and that was your AU time.
When timing the train was a thing, I had somebody come into my chat one day and they were like, hey, I've been in here a few times and I see that you're always on the whitelisted server, but I just don't understand how you're able to get in so much. You only have 1 viewer. You shouldn't be here. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Damn, dude.
See,
I would have been.
what I used to do is back when I was getting on NoPixel and stuff, and this was before I joined the like development contributor team and had like prio and everything. I would remote access into my computer from my cell phone while I was at work. I would wake up, I'd go to work, and at a very, I think it was at like 7 or 8 o'clock, the moment that the time hit that in the morning, I would queue for NoPixel. Because by the time I would get home, 9 times out of 10, I was like 5th in line to get onto the server.
Yep. Use that team viewer to
team viewer.
And so I would just leave my PC running, and sometimes I would check it every once in a while throughout the day to see where I'm at. Sometimes I'd get in before I got home, and I would just use my phone to move my character around.
I did it in 2.0.
Get kicked from the server, and so I would just be like standing in my house, walking around doing nothing, because that was back when nobody was like, they just let the system kick you. Nobody was going around to see if people were like AFK. So I would just walk around every like couple of minutes.
The NoPixel system, it used to have a thing where it would pop up with like a code that was like WASD based or something, and it would be like type WWSSDDW, and then like that's how you would like get yourself.
I would do that through my team viewer. I'd be like, all right, typing it in. I'm like, so usually I'm getting in like Junkie said, like half an hour before I'm getting off work, like 2.0. And then like I got PD prio with like the dispatcher stuff, so you just like log in whenever. And then that got removed like what, 2 months into 3.0 or something like that, maybe like something along those lines.
No, it's still there. I'm pretty sure.
Not the PD prio.
You're right.
So here's the thing. Actually, I remember vividly in 3.0 because when I found out OccamsSabre, I had the same birthday. I'm like, oh, we logged in. It was great. It was playing. Literally March 2nd, that got removed. No prio left. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I couldn't wake up on Wade. I had to just strictly play like dispatch, and that was rough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
it was
remember
whenever
when
they.
I did dispatch.
I think what Beard's referring to is like whenever they changed it so that it was because like the PD prio used to apply across the board.
Yeah.
And I think it was actually DW, if I'm not mistaken. DW went in and made it so that it was character specific, like it would gray out the other characters, so you could only pick the one.
Yep, I remember that. I remember when I did dispatch, there was a guy who used his dispatch prio to make a character so that he could literally do like Cluck and Bell stuff for Lexi. And then people figured it out, and he got permabanned from the server.
Dude, there was a 4.0 guy like that.
No, I don't.
He would log in using his Dr. Prio to buy properties at reset because he just hoarded, he had all the money.
That's crazy.
He was abusing his Dr. Prio, buy all the properties, and then would go back in on like his regular. And he eventually got caught, and like all the houses got taken back. Everything got like reverted. It was.
Jesus.
He's banned now because he was abusing like in-game state funds and stuff, and like,
right.
500K house is worth 20 million.
It doesn't beat the guy that joined the server and created a character named Mr. Onyx.
My favorite find on the MDW, when I said that to you, I was like, this is amazing. I love this guy.
Onyx.
Adzno DMs me and goes, he goes, my new alt. And I said, did you actually do that? And he said, no, I randomly found this on the MDW. And I said, hold on. So I DM'd it to Sean, and Sean goes,
I'll handle this. And I go, oh, that means it's not an administrative or development person, is it? And he goes, nope. And I just started laughing so hard. I was like,
that's crazy.
Here we go.
His state ID is 24,000.
Yeah, I was just looking through the MDW because I was talking to somebody in character, and I was like, isn't it so weird that some people's first name is Mr.? And I just wanted to see how many people just had MR as their first name, and the first one I see is Mr. Onyx.
Mr. Mittens.
I would like to celebrate a holiday with you guys today.
Oh god.
Oh god. What's the
Happy
holiday?
the death of Spirit Airlines Day.
Who
Shut down today, their final flight touchdown. They were waiting on a $500,000 or $1 million buyout or pitch in from the government and never got it. And so they shut down. They canceled all their flights, and their last flight touchdown today.
Yeah, looking at it right here. Spirit Airlines officially ceased all operations on Saturday, May 2nd, 2026, after failing to secure a $500 million government bailout, canceling all flights and leaving thousands of passengers stranded.
That's kind of funny, but also very shitty.
Yeah.
The 34-year-old budget carrier, which had been in bankruptcy, cited unsustainable high jet fuel costs related to conflicts in Iran for sudden collapse.
Jesus.
I just sent this to Adam, but the Mr. thing, I typed it in. I remember finding this guy, B. Mr. Stevens Kane. I don't know how he spelled his name. I'm going to send a photo over to Adam there. He was last seen 7 months ago, arrested, and it was you that sent him to jail. His name is B. Mr. Stevens Kane.
Because this was also somebody who was like trying to like operate on like UK law. I was like, I'm not a resident here.
We were riding together. I remember that. Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? It was just like, it didn't like occur to me that I had to explain like the entire legal system from start to finish to somebody before. And I was like, this just got really casual.
I forgot that Adzno's alias on the MDW is Mr.
Beast for Tommy. So if you type in Mr. Beast, Tommy pops up. If you type in Mr. Beast, Tommy Malarkey is the only person that pops up.
That's crazy.
I forgot that you did that shit.
So I was fucking around, like putting aliases on other people too, and I was just like, I don't have an alias. What should I put? And I just sat there for like 2 seconds. I was like, Mr. Beast, and then I moved on.
I thought, I did the same thing. I was like, all these motherfuckers have aliases, so I did one for Skylar as well. It was really funny.
My favorite alias was when I think it was either Kiki or Tommy went on Lennon and Bundy and just put mom and dad. So every time you would type the word dad in, Bundy would pop up.
Oh,
I think it was Kiki because I'm pretty sure she told Gemma just to be a shitlord. She was like, I got really tired of I would go on the MDW and type in dad and
It's still there.
my
It's
dad
still there.
would pop up.
I think
It's still there.
I think Kiki put dad on Bundy, and then I put mom on Lennon. That reminds me of when we weren't playing any of these characters yet, and you were playing Nolan, Joe was playing Honey, and I was playing Chance Park.
Yeah, no.
And I was just like, did like the Freudian slip and be like, thanks, Dad. Sorry, Mom, ma'am. I meant ma'am. Fucking with you guys.
There was a really funny version of that with Aurelia too, where she because she was with I forget which one of her characters it was. I think she was playing Lucy at the time, like her cop.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like Lucy and then Bundy and then Kiki. And Aurelia was cooked as fuck, and it was like at the same time that Gemma and Macy were together. So whenever we dropped off Lucy, Lucy goes, "Bye, I love you." And I immediately play it up on Bundy. I go, "Don't you fucking say that to my daughter."
That was like when we were like, we switched from Gemma and Piper to Skylar and Bundy, and we were in the car, and I can't remember what like it stemmed from, but I think I said thanks, babe, but I like was like thanks, but Bundy, because I was like, ah, fuck.
I've done that a few times too. I've almost dropped it on like Beer when she's on Anna, and we've swapped off. I go, ooh, nope. farthest from it. Get her away.
Don't tell Astrid. Don't tell Astrid, please.
It sometimes happens too. Like if I'm like on cop, right, and I swap over to Wade or whatever, and I run into like Lavender, I'm like, I gotta make sure I don't say something accidentally because it'd be awkward as fuck.
Mm.
But also really funny.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's always
oh,
funny.
Jane's gonna kill me. Jane's gonna kill me.
I always like dropping people's like the names of people's other characters on them just to see how they react. To be like if I told like if I told Bundy, I was just like, man, I haven't seen Gemma in a while, and if he was just like, who is that?
Never
or how
go
I
full-
did it to
never go full
Malin. I did it to Malin the other day. I was just like, I miss Astrid. She goes, fuck Astrid.
She does in the car. My favorite bit is whenever we like talk about Gemma and we're with like Skylar. I'm like, she wants to kill you. Like we're all in the car. I'm like,
all
she
the
wants
time.
to,
She's like,
she wants to kill you, dude.
I mean, she hates me and she wants me dead. On Skylar's emergency contact list, Bundy's under there, and it's like, if I die, he knows who did it, because we're like, if Skylar dies, Bundy looks into it.
No, that's a running bit for all of the detectives. I think 4 of the detectives have come to Bundy at separate points of investigations and been like, Bundy, if I die, it's because I'm looking into Gemma Knight, and I need you. I need you to know so that you can avenge my death and do the investigation. Staying quiet did that to me like 4 separate times. Fucking Veronica Wilson would come up to Bundy and be like, just so you know, I'm looking into Gemma Knight's girlfriend, and I might die, so I'm gonna need you to pick up that investigation.
So funny.
She did that with once Spencer Ash was dead. She like told Skylar everything, and she was like, "Yeah, this happened and this happened. Can you do this for me?" I was like, "You're such a fucker." Like, actually, really.
It took me so long to realize that was you because I didn't really know you at the time, and then I started like getting to know you like on Skylar. I was like, oh my god, it's the same fucking person.
That happened with Diote as well. He had called Skylar about it because he was pissed at the detectives who were working on it. And he was like, I just like wanted to call and complain about this case that's happening right now. And I was like, all right, sure. And he was like, yeah, like if you could like look this up. And Skylar was like, I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna do that. And he was like, bye.
Well, it's also worth remembering that most people involved in that storyline also didn't interact with Spencer.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, not really.
I think I think most of I think Gemma and Sean were the two who had like any primary interaction with Spencer.
I had one
Yeah,
phone call
not
with
a lot
her,
of
and I
people.
remember the meme
Not a
ever
lot of
since.
Same.
And whenever
Same,
whenever
man.
someone says that meme, I'm like, I don't know what the meme comes from, but I just remember it as B saying it.
I remember when I
Wouldn't you
put
like to
my
know, Weather Boy?
yeah, wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
I'm like, when you said it to me, I was like, what? Like,
Yeah,
what does this mean?
I'd put Spencer's number in the directory. I think it was after was it after Gemma or Maisie? I can't remember. I think it was Gemma because Spencer had gotten away. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stir, and I put her number in the directory. So many fucking people called her. It was like, damn.
The amount of times you got away from when Gemma got her arm cut off, we were there because we I think Kiki tracked Gemma to the house.
Yeah.
We found it, and then you somehow slipped out the back. No cops were there. They were just fucking useless as shit.
No, the cops were there. They were just out front.
Yeah, they didn't look at the back door where she just walked out. She's like, gone. And then the other one was you were getting chased, I think, after you kidnapped V. And after
and I jumped the
whoever
wall.
had Rod, right? Like whatever White's character was, which that incident was so fucking funny. He just shot him in the back of the head, just left. He didn't take the gun off. I'm like, how the fuck is she getting away every time? Like,
I'm not kidding. That chase specifically, I was like, I'm fucked. I've got like the red right hand. I've got members of the Marabunta and the cops like, following me. I was like, I am actually fucked. I jumped like over into a Vinewood house and the car went out. I was like, oh, I'm fucked. But I guess either the cops didn't see her or they didn't follow her. I don't think they followed her. And I was like, I am actually fucked now because the car is like disabled. I just hid in a bush for like an hour and I was like, I'm just gonna wait here. Where the car was, it was like she was in the house next to where the car was disabled because I was like, surely like someone checks. No one did. And I was like, oh okay. All right. Shit. Well,
we thought you just got away. Like we thought you literally just got away and like dished somewhere and hid. Like actually didn't crash out. We're like, I forget who I was with. It was me and it was Rod and I. We were the ones driving around. And I was like, I was gonna shoot you when you dropped V off. I'm like, I should have just shot her right there. But I'm like,
yeah.
If she died, I don't want to catch a murder charge. I was like, not really.
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of crazy. Then when like she'd kidnapped Gemma, I was like, okay, now she's fucked. Like actually, because I was looking out the window and stuff, and the cops were there. Osiris was there, and the Red Right Hand was there. I was like, okay, if I go outside and she gets arrested, someone's gonna shoot her. Like she's gonna die. And then I was like, and if she doesn't, then she's gonna go in prison, and she's gonna get tortured in prison, and she's gonna die. And then I was like, what if I went out the back door? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, you're like, boop.
And I went out the back door.
And the cops just ignored her. Just entirely ignored her.
And I drove away. I went down Sonora Freeway. There was like one cop chasing her. They crashed. I was like, I'm out. I'm gone somehow. I was like, what is happening?
Weren't you like yelling like help me when you ran out of the house too?
Yeah,
or
I was
thinking
like,
of something else.
They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me.
Oh, she was playing up the victim really well.
They were gonna kill me.
When they left
about that, I was like, no fucking way.
Dude, when we found out you went out the back door, we were so pissed.
It was one of my favorite RP moments was when fucking Alice Meyer like walked in and like leaned over Gemma and saw that she was missing the arm because when I rolled that one, I turned my chat to like BRB and then I like admin menued into the clothing menu and I yanked the hand off and then I brought it back off and then Alice Meyer comes into the house and she sees that it like physically sees that it's gone and she goes, guys, we fucked up. She just immediately, guys, we fucked up.
Yeah, for that situation, I was just like really, really, really poor police work. Like I wasn't present. I was watching everything, but like I was not present, and I was just like, I'm literally like watching Beard because I just remember Beard being so fucking pissed.
I'm like,
why the fuck didn't the cops fucking go after her?
As a cop role player, I was like, I'm so fucking mad. How are you not holding just put one cop at each door? That's all you need to do.
I was like, there is no fucking way because I was so red right hand locked. And it's when we got to the point of like giving Maisie back, I was like, I'm not even gonna tell the cops. I can't do it because it's gonna fucking happen again, and I don't want to do this anymore because
Yeah,
it's
they were
like
the
she just
cops would get
kept
very
getting
OMC
away.
and yeah, they got very
Yeah, and
OMC and red right
they
hand lock like every
Dude.
time.
did.
Really
Average.
funny.
I remember getting pulled
did.
over by Maddox, and he's like, "Get out of the car." I'm like, "No," and I had to run.
They put like 5 cops on the traffic stop. It was so funny.
Yeah.
I was like so fucking confused, and then like later on, I had watched like the VODs, and I was like, huh? What? What?
So for anybody who doesn't know, I don't know OC level, there was like a plan that had been put in place essentially that like Gemma was going to be a potential target of being like kidnapped or whatever. And I was like, you know, if you manage to get her, you get her, right? Like, that's always been my thing with Gemma. If you manage to get your hands on her, then you know you've got her. You can do what you want to do.
Which it was the hardest to get, Gemma. I just want to make that very clear because that motherfucker was never alone, apart from like with Maisie, and apparently Maisie didn't have a gun, and I didn't know that, but I was like,
yeah, because
"Ooh."
I don't plan anything. Like I'm not about that like fucking like I'm going on vacation. You can kidnap my character bullshit. I don't play that.
Mhm.
But I will consent to like, you know, if you want to kidnap my character and you know keep them for a day or two, then just
Mhm.
let me know that you plan on doing it, and I'll probably be fine with shelving them for a couple of days. But you still have to do the work of fucking catching them, right? So I got fucking DM'd by B later, and she was like, I was so stressed out the whole time I was trying to kidnap Gemma. Because like it was church day, I'm pretty sure, when it happened. So Gemma like goes to church, is surrounded by OMC. I think she did farming that day because it was like a farming Tuesday. And then finally the way that she ends up getting got was by towing because the rest of club was busy, so she went towing.
Always through fucking towing. Get out the car.
Towing is like, go ahead.
I still think one of the funniest moments of like Gemma being kidnapped was when fucking SRS saved
Oh, it was so good. It was such a good crossover.
Saved Gemma's life because they found the person that, because wasn't it Gemma being tortured at Merriweather?
Yes. Yeah.
And SRS boys randomly rocked up on the person that was torturing Gemma and blew their shit smooth off and saved Gemma's life.
No, they what it was they rocked up and they scared them, so the person like jumped in the water and fucking died. But yeah, but the SRS people were like breaching and clearing better than the PD does.
Bro,
the SRS guys almost got shot by Wade. It was Alfie, and I'm like, "You give me that fucking body, or I'm gonna shoot you." Because it's just after he left RRH, him and Nolan. I'm like, "You're not part of this. I'm like, you haven't been here all this. Like, give me the fucking body." It was, fuck whatever her name was. It was Nova's other character. I'm like, you give us the body or I'm going to fucking take it from you. It was very close to a shootout with those boys.
Yeah, it was pure happenstance from Gemma's side of things. It was so good.
That's why I kept going with the Spencer stuff, but because of the way that V died, I was like, death by drowning isn't really funny.
But it was really funny, but it was also really anticlimactic because it's like, yes, everyone's gone through this traumatic storyline, and then the person dies like a fucking Looney Tunes character. So
I still think my favorite part of that was us. It was Gemma, Wade, and Rod scooping her up from prison. I forget what got caught with like a mayhem minor or whatever. We took her up to the like little lake and we tortured her.
Yeah,
on Gordo.
Yeah, on Gordo. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, so what's your role in all of this? And Gemma's like, I'm here to keep you alive so they can keep doing what they need to do. That was back when Back Alley Medical still existed. It was so good.
Dude, I love when stuff like that goes down. It just makes me wish I wasn't like as like squeamish because because that's the kind of stuff that like narratively I fucking love that shit.
Yeah,
being able to sit there and watch it in a non like television format. No, man, I got a dip for a little bit. I always expect, by the way, I always expect crim groups to be better at like collaborative tasks than the PD, like breaching and clearing and stuff like that, because those people are always like hanging out OOC too, and like playing video games with each other, or just like you just kind of have that like better wavelength with each other. Whereas like PD is like not all of us always hang out with each other all the time, so
Yeah.
it's like queuing with randoms to an extent.
Queuing with randoms. That's crazy.
Yeah, where we dropping?
I will say that
the other thing is too that like most of the time the Crim group like actually knows what's going on too, right? Like
Yeah,
with like with V's sister
They
and like
did
Spencer and
manage
everything, like the Crim group knew what was happening, and they're also unbound. Like, you know, when you're playing PD, you're bound by like SOPs and laws, so you're in character bound by like, you know, doing the right thing, and you're out of character bound by be a little bit balanced about the way you do things. When you're playing a criminal and shit like that happens, you're not bound by any of that, so you'll just blow somebody's dome smooth the fuck off for it.
Yeah, I forget about that all the time. I've been so like cop locked for so long. I forget that there's like just stuff like preventing us from doing things all the time.
I remember waking up to a DM from Beer, and she's like, "You think that Wade's phone you?" And I'm like, "No." It's like a weekend. This is when Beer was still in the military, so she would leave like the first weekend of each month. I'm like, no. Go look at the phone, and then realize like she was kidnapped that night from the hotel. I'm like, oh, I gotta deal with this shit for the next 2 fucking days because she's gone. And like having to go into like Del Perro PD and like shoot Brooklyn Baker was a pretty gnarly moment, because I remember Indy and Thomas both being down there with me and like being my scouts. The only way it worked is it was desync. Apparently the door was closed for them, but it was open for me, and I just ran in, shot 3 cops in the head. So it was when cops or headshots were 1 shot. And then I just stood at the door and popped 3 more as they ran through.
Told you I'd get you, Baker.
Yeah, this is when I found out. This is when I found out there was just attempted murder of a government employee. There was no stacking. I was like, oh, not good.
Is it was it the current MLO or was it the last one for DPPD?
The old one. Yeah. Yes, because I went through the back door and they were changing. It was Brooklyn was there, Ashley was there, and some other guy who just clocked on. I felt bad.
I know that door they use for processing now, that glass door. I do know that is that you can shoot through that. That's wall bangable.
It was the same. It's the same kind of door. So the same door. Just it was the old building.
It's crazy now because that door just looks straight down the hallway to the cells.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Just assassinate people.
Out there hunting, and you want to enable it. I guess process them at DPPD.
I kind of hope we get more cop shootings with us having lowered the prices of things.
Dude, after we shot yesterday in the fine we got, I was like, huh. It wasn't as bad as I thought. It was only 7,500 for the entirety, but I was like,
bro, you shooting up that fucking buffalo of us trying to tow it made me forget to take the wallet out of the glove box. I left $5,000 in a glove box, and then when fucking Amber called me, I panicked and went, I don't care about it. Just leave it there. Moted.
Dude,
and then Amber
called me and was like all like very angry. I could very clearly tell that he was upset with me. And I'm like, I'm sitting there now. I'm panicking. I'm like, great. I'm a sergeant. I made a stupid mistake like this. And now I'm going to get a fucking report made about me in command that, hey, this guy's fucking stupid.
Don't worry. Didn't see anything about that.
Like, dude,
more shootouts.
You rocking up and shooting that, I forgot about the fucking wallet.
Because what I did was like, so I was getting chased by Casey and Maddie. I went to try to zip tie Maddie. She broke out. So Casey started punching me. I'm like, I'm shooting. Piper's like, I'm going to shoot. I'm like, fuck it, me too. Climb the roof. Dome Maddie immediately just jump over the wall, run to the clothing store, and I hid in there for 10 minutes waiting for like the rest of it to chill out. Changed, stole a car, came back to assassinate Prime, missed my shot, and just I got lit up.
Was it the one down on Lost? Was it the one by Cluckenbell there?
No, the one across from Duvall's.
Oh, okay. I'm honestly
I was on the
that somebody didn't say, go check a clothing.
Dude, I'm on the radio. Sydney's running by me. I'm like, you gotta go. Go away. Because I see them like run past, and then Sydney runs back the other direction. Like,
bro, yeah.
Like
Candy and I were chasing Sydney, and every time I heard they're shooting, I immediately started screaming at Sydney. I said, Sydney, your friends are shooting cops. You pull a gun, I'm blowing your head smooth off.
And she just kept going. She just kept running. She never pulled a gun. She just kept joking around, having fun. And I was like, they're doing it again, Sydney. You pull a gun, I'm blowing your head off.
Well, the reason she didn't pull was because y'all had 2 mobile units and 2 foot pursuit units on her. So, like, if we want the thing from the PD end, because like everybody on PD wants shootouts. Like when I'm playing Bundy, I fucking crave that shit. Like when VCF like came after us and like started shooting, I was like, oh fuck yes, we finally get, like, it's my first shootout in like 4 days. But if you have a cumulative total of 5 police officers chasing 1 person on foot, they're never going to pull a gun. It's just never going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I do and I don't want them. I want them, but I don't want them just to just fucking happen. Like I want them to happen, but I want them to make sense too.
Yeah, I don't want it to become the common way to like end like get out of a situation with the police. You know, like
I mean, a lot of the time they don't.
That's always my only worry with it, is that it's like people will just utilize it, and what'll happen is instead of it being your last resort, it becomes just one of your options.
I think
And
there's definitely a time and place for it, but
the problem is that right now I don't feel like it's like monetarily it's not a big deal to do it right now, because it's like, it's $5,000, it's whatever. But like insofar as like a realistic option for escape, shooting a cop never works, because the GTA is a 6 square mile radius. Air 1's going to get put on you, all 35 units who are on duty. So like even if you manage to shoot the cop, if they manage to go on the radio and say Black Buffalo STX before they die, then you suddenly have 1/5 of the player base and a helicopter looking for you on the map. So
when I shoot, I know I'm going down. I was like, you know
Yeah.
what? Like I'm ready to go. The moment I shoot, I'm like, I'm ready to be shot down.
I think that's the piece I was missing, is that I want more shootouts with the PD, especially now. I just don't want everyone to think that their get out of jail free card is now cheaper. I think that's the part I was missing in my like thoughts on it.
I think when when it comes to like shootouts, and I think we're on the same page with it. Like I want like lengthy like holdouts, you know, like not like just a one and done thing to get away, more like a full on like holdout and stuff, because I think that shit is really cool. And I think the only time I've like probably experienced it, I think was with it was Skylar and Harold, and it was against the Diamond Dogs, and we were like pinned down on the roof of construction, and we were just like shooting for our lives while everyone else was on the bridge, and it was so epic, like truly, you know, because you have time to think and talk to one another, I guess.
Yeah, or even like things like that aren't directly shooting at the police, but like quickly trying to pop a shot at like the one cop behind you's tires or something like that, and being less afraid to do something like that now.
yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting balance, because like, I mean, you know, kind of like Junkie said, like you don't want it to become like the routine, like we know only 8 cops, or because that's what happened in like NoPixel 2.0, right? It was like you had your 8 cop limit. So what you would have is like, okay, well, I know I can shoot down 2 cops. I know B can shoot down 2 cops. I know adzno can shoot down 2 cops. So fuck it, we ball. Let's shoot and see what happens. So you don't want it to become the like, we know we can beat the PD in a shootout every time, but you also don't want it to be like, we know that the moment we shoot a cop, we're going to jail. Like there needs to be a chance of success, and it's really hard to balance.
I've always said, like, Piper's always had this thing of like give me a reason, you know, like give me a reason to, you know, hurt somebody. So every time like Piper shoots, like, yeah, sure, it's to get away, but it's also like to like prove a point, I guess, or like make a point in her mind. Obviously, it didn't get across because she's a psychopath, but like, you know, there's always like a reason for it, I guess, you know. My intention is never to get away. I think I've got away from like 2 shootings of police officers ever.
Every cop I've shot, I've been shot down. Genesis, lost my weapons license. First cop I shot. Had a holdout with JT one time at the paper mill. We went down. We're like, fuck it, let's just go. The Del Perro shooting yesterday's, like everyone I've been caught for.
I think Gemma probably has the best ratio of getting away from cop shootings, actually. But that's
I
because
mean,
like
yesterday.
that's
No,
because
go
like
ahead, you
every situation like that, it's usually like one of the like send a message type things. So she'll usually shoot
Right.
one and then dip. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, get everybody on scene handcuffed, shoot Matt Breeze, leave. Like that's the game plan.
I was like free and clear yesterday. I ran from Hobbit Clothing to Legion Square, got ran over twice, found a car, hit the hospital, and then
I can't
came
believe you
back.
went back. I can't
Dude,
believe you went back.
I'm like, 3 of us are in cuffs. I'm like, fuck, I'm going in. I don't care. And I wanted to assassinate Prime, but the car pulled in front of me and I missed them. Because I think it would have been funny if I just popped them right there. Fucking sidewalk Andy. I've been calling him out on his bullshit all day on that. That motherfucker.
The sidewalk shit was so funny.
We look back, right on the sidewalk, we're like, motherfucker, you're taking racing lines. Like you're a racer right now, chasing us.
It was so
fun.
fucking funny. We were dying laughing in the car.
We had to go to the hills. We're like, go to the hills. There's no sidewalks. We should be.
The entire reason we went to the hills because we were like, guys, there's no sidewalks in the hills. He can't drive on the sidewalks up there.
Oh my god, I'm realizing that Prime operates on reverse the floor is lava rules.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It was only him, man. If it wasn't for Prime, my last 2 big chases, I would have gotten away both times. He just happens just to stick on you.
Also, and I think that's just how you play Gemma, by the way. You don't get greedy. Even like lock picking, I remember you'd be like, I hit 2 cars, I go to the next parking lot. I hit 2 cars, I go to the next parking lot.
Yeah, she always hedges her bet. She always plays a little bit smart. It's the way that it's the way that she's such a notorious criminal with such a relatively shallow record, considering.
Yeah. I always like when I'm like cornering, I just stay in one spot because they just never fucking show up. So I'm like, I'm just gonna stay here until someone checks into what I'm doing, and then I'll make my decision then. I think also I just always would get annoyed at the folks who would like corner for like a minute and then drive like halfway across the city and do it again. I'm like, I don't want to keep up with this. I don't want to.
That was kind of the reason that I with Gemma, it's usually like a 3 or 4 car limit whenever she's lockpicking. It's like if I do 3 or 4, there's a chance the cops will show up, but I'm not just standing in the same spot for 6 minutes, like super running the risk, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of that went out the window whenever you start like lockpicking and doing shit with like 4 people or whatever. But
oh yeah, well you can also clear a parking lot and
like
literally a fourth of the time. Yeah, so just move on.
I don't remember the last time I lockpicked a vehicle, if I'm gonna be real.
Tried 2 nights ago, all the cars were locks were too high up. I was like, okay, I'm done. All my spots were just like high first.
I think one time Kari and I did it, and we drove all over the whole island, and there were no cars like parked like at all.
Oh,
and we're like, what the fuck is going on?
She's like, it's the green update.
When the Coastal contracts came out, it was so rough. Like every car was lockpicked. It was like there was like
God, it was so bad.
It was so bad. It was like even like the shit boxes that would have like $1 in it. You'd like it was so bad. It was horrible.
Bro,
you know,
one of the things that pisses me the fuck off is when I'm watching some crim streamers and like you guys don't take the dollars, like the singular dollar. You just leave that shit in there. I played RuneScape, motherfucker. When I saw 3 gold pieces just sitting on the floor, I'd go pick them up.
Well, here's the thing: is that the gold pieces don't show up in denominations of 1 gold piece, 5 gold piece, 10 and 20. You only have so much wallet. RuneScape, you're just carrying around fucking 101,000 gold in one spot in your inventory. That's the difference.
Yeah, the reason that I don't do it is because it's like, yes, let me carry around this 1 slot inventory item that is worth an identical amount to a single $20 bill. Like, inventory management is the bane of my fucking existence. And I feel like it's a lot better right now than it used to be. But like, like at the beginning of Coastal contracts, I just could not. I had like 2 squares to work with at any given time.
You'd have lockpicks, you have screwdrivers, you have all this shit. You're like, I can't.
I would like to propose a change. Let me stack more dollars. Let me stack signals up to 100. Come on. I've seen what dad wallets look like. Them shits are fucking thick, man.
Dad wallets is crazy.
You ever see a receipt keeper's wallet? That shit's like 4 inches tall.
Hey, listen, they're
Lord.
keepsakes, okay? They're keepsakes.
Keepsakes.
Let me live, okay?
Are they keepsakes, or are you just worried that the IRS is going to meet you on the street and you need to prove what you've done today?
Well,
You know what we should do? We should add a $2 bill to the server.
I hate you. Fuck
and
off.
then make it like a 0.05% chance to find one. So
Wait,
that
funny
it's like
shit.
So that it becomes
rare.
worth more than $2. Is basically what you're
People
getting
are
at.
giving you $20 for a $2 bill to keep as a keepsake.
You know,
just
you
see
break-
people posting on Twitter selling $2 bill, $30.
You know, you bring up $2 bills, and it just made me think of like Canada when we used to have the $2 bill, like a long time ago. Now it's just a coin, just like the dollar is a coin.
You
I
can see a
mean-
wallet full of $1,000 bills. Just rob Jerry Callow.
Dude, Jerry Callow paid me one time. He's like, I'm gonna give you 5 stacks. I'm like, okay, it was for a tattoo. He gave me 5 $1,000 bills. I was like, what? So if you ever look at him, he's got the 2 hand tattoos, the throat, and the tramp stamp. It's because I'm like, I'll get you inked up, and I give him the most like obvious like shitty tattoos you can get.
Yeah, he showed up and showed those off to Gemma like 5 minutes later, and he was like,
hard.
yeah, I got a gun tattoo because I'm hard, and then he like shows his ass with his fucking AK tramp stamp.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
his tramp stamp, 2 hands, and then he's got Cassius King across his throat.
Oh my
It was-
God.
It was so funny. Like I charged him like $2.5 grand or whatever, like count wise, and then he gave us like a $5,000 tip. I was like, okay.
I remember we had a weed run scuff out on the last drop off, and so they instead of giving us like all the materials back, they just paid us cash, but they gave us $1,000 bills. I held on to that Jerry buck for so fucking long because I was like, I don't want to just put this in my bank. I'd rather have the Jerry buck. And now I feel like if you introduce a $2 bill, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I remember I was a kid and I had a $2 bill, and I went to a little mom and pop hardware store because I was getting something, and I went to pay with it for a $2 bill, and the guy's like, whoa, this older dude. I'm like 15. This older guy is like, that $2 bill? And I was like, yeah. He goes, do you have any idea how much that's worth?
$2.
I went,
$2.
I went, how much? And I was like, holy shit. He goes, $2. I felt so fucking dumb. I've never felt stupider in my life.
He just fucking dummied you.
They fucking smoked, dude.
I got smoked half my life ago. And now we don't make pennies anymore.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
do
we
we?
don't make pennies anymore.
Yeah.
I have so many American pennies. It's insane. Like
Hey, me
when I-
too.
Smoking roll.
when I would go with like when I went to America a few times with my family, my mom would be like, "You have to keep the pennies. They're good luck." And then she would be like, "See a penny, pick it up all day long. You'll have good luck." And like that is like wired into my fucking brain. So every time I see an American penny, I'm like, I gotta pick it up. It's like I've got so many, and I'm like, this is worthless. I don't
So
like.
that's
Why do
what
I have
the-
these?
So that's what the administrations have been taking away from us, actually. It wasn't getting rid of the 24-hour Walmart. It wasn't getting rid of all-day breakfast. It wasn't getting rid of relatively cheaper gas. They stopped manufacturing good luck. What a bunch of
Yeah.
assholes.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Bunch of
Okay.
assholes.
I remember sticking pennies
Yeah.
on train tracks, and when a train would come by, it would flatten it.
Oh, yeah.
Those were really cool to have. You're like, oh, this is sick.
Single-handedly, they ended those machines where you would put a penny in, and you would just you would crank the machine. It would you would pick like a print, and it would flatten a penny with a design on it. And now what are we gonna do, man? Sad time.
That's a really good point. What are these amusement parks gonna be fucked? What are they gonna do?
I don't know. In old timey Midwest America, they lost the net. I guess another gumball machine. They still got quarters.
It's like, well, you're never going to be able to get your penny that's got a roller coaster on it ever again.
I hope you all save those from being a little kid, however long ago, because now those are going up 8x in value, probably. Probably worth
8
8
cents
cents now. I don't know. I haven't like purposely carried cash in like 5 years. Like, so it's like I
Never carry cash.
I think I carried cash when I went to TwitchCon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't use my like Canadian credit card and pay the
Same.
fucking stupid
Yeah.
like conversion rate.
Yeah, I don't even think they take. I think there was a time I went to Anaheim for like a Call of Duty event, and I was almost out of cash, and all I had left was my debit card and my like Visa, and it wouldn't accept either. And I called my bank, and I had to call my bank. They're like, "Yeah, we're not going to do that." I'm like, "Are you fucking serious right now?" So I had to like, I think I had like $50 left, and I'm like, "Yeah, I can't even spend it on food right now." But thankfully, people would like buy me like something small, like a In-N-Out burger or something, just for like the day, just to hold me over for the day. because because it was like the last day, I had nothing.
Guys, I have a hot take.
Go for it.
I don't think In-N-Out is that good.
In-N-Out's dog shit.
It sucks.
It's whatever.
Low-key.
You get it because you're there. You don't get it because you crave it.
This is true. I don't think Up and Atom is that good. TBH, like it's just not that. It's
Up and
just
Atom?
bad.
Up and Atom?
I said that on purpose. I said it on purpose for the bit.
The burger was okay. The fries were ass.
Yeah,
fries
I didn't mind it, but it was just like it was the only like cheap place that was like in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Like it was gonna cost me like $50 to get like a meal or something. But no, I mean they're okay. They're not amazing.
You guys, I know Occam's has a good story about this. You guys ever have the thing where like you go to a different country or even I guess even a different state or province, and your bank shuts down your card because they think someone stole it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened to me when I went to TwitchCon. Like the first thing I called prior to be like, hey, I'm going to the US. And then I bought something and it got locked. I'm like, guys, I told you I'm leaving my country. Don't fucking block my card. So I had to like wait like a couple days. I had to wait a couple days, and they like love it up.
Did I tell that story last time that we did the podcast, or was that just when I told you in person?
You told us when we had you and Bionic on.
That's right.
I'll see if I can recount it from memory. You're going overseas. You're on like a lawyer mission trip. That's like is what we equated it to.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And you went to buy a mug. Like one of those like Starbucks like location mugs or a bear, whatever it was at the
Brussels.
time.
In Brussels.
And
2 days, 2 days
"Fuck
before
that."
the airport got bombed. By the way.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Crazy.
Did I not include that? Actually, no. I don't even think it was 2 days. I think it was like 12 hours.
Oh God, what?
Jesus.
Yeah, so there was a Brussels airport bombing. I think it was a car bombing. I don't remember. But I was on an international flight with no cell phone service. So for like 2 hours, I was getting like constant text messages to make sure that I was okay because I had friends and family that knew I was flying through there. And then I landed and I was like, no, we're fine. And I looked it up and it turns out it was like, I don't know, like 5 terminals down from where we had gone or something. But yeah, it was crazy.
That's crazy.
They're like, no,
the man bought a mug. Watch him.
Watch it.
That American bought a mug. Fucking watch him.
You're telling your family, like, no, I'm fine. It's just, well, I guess now my debit card doesn't work, so now I guess I'm just kind of fucked. But I'm alive.
But even then, like the bombing part, like, holy fuck.
That's crazy.
That's some like Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on the 9/11 plane shit.
Yeah, that entire trip was crazy. Yeah, because my credit card got shut down on the way there, but luckily Uganda is just hella cheap. So I had like $500 on me, which was, as it turns out, enough to like live for like a year.
Dude, you ever see those videos of the people who go, they're like I retired off of like $40,000 and I live in the Philippines now. And they're like breaking down how much everything costs US.
That's the reason
are crazy.
That's the reason so many streamers move to like South American countries is because I think it's like Brazil that's like actually like a relatively like well put together area, but the cost of living comparatively, like if you compare it to the US dollar, is so much significantly lower. Like for like $300 a month, you can like live a middle class lifestyle essentially or something.
Right. I
It was
mean,
rough
like,
going to America. I can't lie because like the conversion rate is so much like so different.
oh yeah,
Because like when I went there, I was like, in theory, I was my girl math. I was losing money, right? Like I would have like $10, and it is now $4, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? But yeah, it's like bad. Thankfully though, my Twitch payouts, they're like in USD. Like they tell me like how much it is in the American dollar,
And it converts
and
into your currency.
and then I check my bank account, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got so much more money. Easy.
My
peasy.
your dollar and my dollar are pretty much identical.
Yeah.
For like it's like almost
Dude, our dollar
30%
fucking
less.
Our dollar fucking sucks.
I mean, yeah. When I
Yeah,
went
so
to,
like for every dollar, it's like 70 cents.
when I went to Niagara Falls a couple winters ago, I was like, wait a minute, I feel like rich all of a sudden. What the hell? I feel
Yeah,
like I
like
have
right
way more money
now-
than I do.
Like right now, one Canadian dollar
Kinda
is
strong.
worth 74 cents USD.
Yeah.
Right. Which
Like,
isn't that crazy,
when
but then
I-
like you go to get dinner and it's like, what the fuck? Is this $50? And you're like, oh yeah, wait a minute, it's actually like,
Especially when you order stuff, right? And you order and you get the
Yeah.
conversion, like, oh, okay, this is it's $100, not too bad. Conversion's like 140, and then
And
it's
then
like,
you're like,
here's your
whoa.
you're like, oh, and it's like taxes and import fees, and you're like, I'm like, oh, it's a $200 thing. What the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
nope,
For real.
I don't need this.
Yeah. I was like, I don't need to eat. I'm good. I'm actually not that hungry.
I'll just die. I'm okay. I'm all right.
Die, yeah.
Just fucking
come
die.
back-
It ain't worth the debt.
Yeah.
honestly.
When I went to America, I had a international card, I guess. Like my bank like does a thing where it's like, yeah, you can have like a worldwide wallet and you can go anywhere you want. Just convert the money in like through us. And I put like money in it, and I watched the number go like so much down. I was like, I feel like I'm not going to be able to be here for 3 months. Like I was like stressed the fuck out because I was like, I hate conversion rates, and it was so stressful. And then I got to America, and I was like, it's not that bad. I just like just don't order too much, because it's I don't want to have to deal with the money. I don't want to. Yeah, it's very stressful. Very stressful time.
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
I
it
never
is.
thought
I mean,
about I never thought about the conversion the other way around. I'm like, oh yeah, wait, that don't suck.
Well, yeah, it's like you guys. Well, put it this way, man. You guys, you come to Canada, you're essentially getting more
Mhm.
bang for your buck, and we're getting shit. So,
Yeah.
Like,
Come to
even
Australia,
la-
you're gonna be like, ooh.
like even last year, like I went to Arizona and Vegas for like 2 weeks, and I couldn't believe like the amount of money like having to like bring just to exchange just to be comfortable.
Yeah.
I think for like $800 Canadian, I think it was like somewhere between 11 to 1200 American just to like become, or like sorry, it was like it's the other way around. For like 1200 American or 800 American, it was like 1200 Canadian.
When I went down to TwitchCon, like not to Vegas one prior, I'm like, okay, let's go exchange 1,000 in. This will be good. I walked out with $700. I was like, dude, it fucking adds up. I'm like, not good. Because I'm
It's
going to the
rough.
bar every night. Not good.
Yeah, meanwhile, I
Yeah,
walked
at
in with
TwitchCon, I was spending so much money on alcohol.
I walked
It's
into
rough.
Uganda with $500 bills, and I was like, I'm gonna exchange these, and then like their eyes like widened at me, and I was like, maybe I just exchange the first one. Maybe I keep the other 4 and we exchange one, and then I exchange the rest as necessary.
A prophecy foretold of a man with $500 bills.
Yeah,
He's here.
They're probably going, yeah, we can't exchange all that today.
Like,
No.
you gotta wait for the Brinks truck to come through.
Group 6 is showing up soon.
Get the armed security. Get the guy with the AK-47 by the door. Have him follow this guy.
Yeah. He's our VIP. Don't let anything happen to him.
Oh my god.
Probably, bitch, are you nuts right now?
Well, I mean, at least you spent less than Boba did, PK. Still made out about half as much money as he spent in one night at the strip club.
Yeah, that guy.
Marcos, did you hear about that?
Yeah, did you hear about that?
Yeah,
or no?
I've heard about this so many times. I've heard about it.
It's honestly like
guys-
it's just
you
a
guys
funny
forget-
story.
Yeah, you guys forget that Bison was Bundy's like primary patrol partner for like 3 months after that.
Oh.
So literally every fucking joke that I heard for 90 straight days was about him touching a titty. So
I just remember the boy, like everybody coming back, and I was sitting in like a Discord with like I was sitting in the HOA Discord with like Marco, Hida, Spec, and like a bunch of the other guys, and I just remember I think James came in at a point, and he was just he posted the picture of him sitting with the two strippers, and like literally like as he's about to go in, and he just looks like a little fucking kid, like just like excited that he's about to experience something new. And I was just like, bro, this is, and like, and then he talked about it on stream, and he told us like he just said everything. He's like, yeah, like I was getting to dance and everything, and the one girl started kissing me, and he's like, yeah, I don't like that. Stop. Just like, what the fuck? I was just like, what the fuck, man? But like he went on and on about it for like a good like month.
Thank God. Because I would hate for that to happen to him, and then for him to turn around and be like, worst night of my life, never talk about it ever again, please.
Well, it's like there was the funny part was like there was the before, and then there was like the after. It's like before, it's like guy sitting with both his hands in his lap talking to the two women, and then he comes out and he's just fucking big bright smile with the picture. And James just posted the photos in the Discord, and we're all just pissing ourselves laughing. I really did want to go to that TwitchCon, but unfortunately that was during the time where I had like really, really bad like breathing issues, and then I couldn't like afford to travel, plus like working for my brother at the time unfortunately was not the greatest to pay, so I was like, yeah, I can't go, guys.
That's fair. I mean,
but,
summarize,
it sounds like it was a good time though.
To summarize everything you missed from that, you already know the story of Boba spending like $3 or $4 grand on strippers. Miles got lost in a country where he's not from, with no cell phone.
Yeah.
The entire thing was quote unquote walkable, but walkable with air quotes also means that they're building an F1 track at the same time. So
that's right.
Everything's
That's
2 or
right.
3 times farther than it should be. And a lot of people lost a lot of money, but the clown group pooled together all their money and put it on black and made enough money to fly out another clown to Vegas.
That's crazy.
Probably the
I remember
wildest
that.
TwitchCon for the role player group, honestly.
They
Yeah, I mean, that was also like a
pulled a
peak
David Dobrik.
3.0.
Yeah.
Like peak
Yeah.
3.0 when everybody was like just coming off of COVID lock.
Yeah.
Was the Vegas one was what, 2 years ago? 3 years ago. Almost. Was it 24 or was it 23?
23.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
23.
I was gonna say it was 23 because I remember that was kind of like also the point. I think it was also kind of at the point where a lot of the HOA guys had kind of like taken a big break from playing the server prior. It was like April to like the fall time. We'd all taken like a big break, and because all the weird shit started happening on the server with all the people getting called out for their shit. So
yeah, that was the peak of Ignite, is what that was.
yes,
Yep.
but yeah, no. Miles told the story about the cell phone.
Miles came on and told that story here, but he was annoyed with having had told it again recently at a family event, so he did it in an Australian accent for 25 minutes for some reason.
So what B-Hyper doesn't know, because B-Hyper wasn't part of the like no pixel like crew that was going on
has
there.
no pixel.
Yeah, B-Hyper was an Ignite person.
Oh.
So what B-Hyper doesn't know is that
B-Hyper was in high school, so B-Hyper's a bit, was a bit busy.
So what B-Hyper doesn't know is that the reason, so like obviously there was like the initial Penta crowd that went to Ignite.
Yep.
And basically no one intended on following or playing on Ignite. Everybody kind of like talked about it or played for like a day or two and just kind of got over it. But then there were a lot of allegations going around about people being sexually fucking weird on NoPixel. So all of the role players who didn't want to deal with any of those people or any of that drama, we're like, what if we just go play on Ignite for like 4 weeks?
I didn't know about this.
Well,
It's
it
like I
wasn't
took my
even-
money and denied my app.
Well, it wasn't even just like the whole like people just being weird. It was also people just being like just super toxic.
Yeah, there's a
point,
lot of
too.
toxicity around that time. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
like a lot of
Lot of-
stuff like that was going on with like management or admins or whatever. It was just there was a lot going on around that time where people were just like felt weird role playing. So it just
Yeah.
Ignite kind of
everybody
took off
decided-
from that.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
I think Hida and I tried. I know Hida played it a bit, and then I tried it for like a day or two. I wanted to try, so that's where I had first brought like Devin in really as a character, and I was gonna be like, we're gonna make like an actual like neighborhood watch kind of thing for Ignite, but went to the PD and told them about it, and they were like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen, and we're like, what? Like they just shut down the roleplay like immediately. I was just
Like one day, never went
just
back.
not even like an hour into the server, just like, you know, telling them like, you know, like it was like gonna be like people who were HOA players, but like obviously like not like, you know, James and like Marco and them, but some of the like, you know, other guys, and like me and I think Goose was with me, and we both went, and they just shut it down immediately. And
The
we're
only
like,
bit
oh
you knew about. Sorry, go ahead. I was reading a chat.
yeah, no,
thing.
yeah, no, sorry, I wasn't. Yeah, so that got shut down, and then Hida was playing. What was Hida do? Hida was like, yeah, we're gonna do soccer team role play, but like the only time we ever
Okay.
actually do like soccer role play was like we would say like, oh yeah, we have an away game this weekend, so we won't be around kind of thing. So like we're gonna get like Toes to coach the team. It was gonna be like me, Hida, and a bunch of other guys, and like it's like, oh, one guy's from like France, one guy's from like the States, one guy's from Canada. It's just like a whole like diverse like team of like different countries, and it was gonna be very funny. And we tried it for a bit, and you know, the one thing I actually really liked about Ignite was the a lot of like the stupid like little side games you could play. Like you could play beer pong.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that, and then we just stopped playing.
So
Humpy
Hyperion said
knows.
that the only bit of info they knew about Ignite was from Spaceboy talking about how no pixel people were getting ostracized. That was like the first half of Ignite. So like the first chunk of Ignite was like no pixel people kind of getting like ostracized and like kind of like pushed around or like pushed out, and like their cop applications would get denied, or they would be told that they couldn't be part of the DOJ and like stuff like that. But then the owner, that was actually the reason that I ended up taking over the DOJ over there for a couple of months, was because the owner was like trying to remedy all of that and trying to like fix the culture, and literally reached out to me to be like, you know, hey, we need somebody to come in and like kind of fix the attitude on this. So part of it was fixing the law and the system, but part of it was also like fixing that like attitude that people had of like, I don't know, there was like a lot of role play elitism that was kind of going around that time.
Yeah, I think that's what from my understanding, that's what made like some people just stop playing in general and just come back, and then it was
But
just
one
kind of
day-
turned into a break. Yeah.
Had items crashed, no EMS, went to the hospital, lost everything. F8 quit, never played again.
Sounds
I was like,
right.
I was like, fuck this shit. I'm not playing here. Like,
I can't lie. My perspective was very different, right? Because I had no idea about any of the drama that was going on. I came from like a Red M server that I was like over and sick of. And I'm not gonna lie, I still think about Ignite sometimes because I'm like, God, I like knew nobody. I didn't even know that people really streamed roleplay. I didn't even know that was really a thing. And like living in like ignorant bliss, like having no idea that there was any drama. Like sometimes I'm like, God, I wish I could go back to that time, because it was like I was like having the time of my fucking life, I guess, because I had no idea that there was a bunch of drama or anything at all. It was kind of perfect, actually.
The interesting role play is kind of like sausage, right? Where it's like the moment that you understand
Okay.
how it's made, and the moment that you like the
I said, go ahead. I said, go ahead.
Oh. Well, it's like the moment that you like peek behind the curtain and like see the people who are like fucking stuffing intestines full of like ground up meat. It's like, ugh. But like if you're just the consumer of the product, Like if you're just like if you're not on like the back end of like a lot of that stuff, it's a lot easier. I think it takes kind of like a strong stomach to like kind of look at how like the direction of everything is going and still like, I don't know, be a participant in it. Which I think is the reason that you see so many people who like become like devs or admins or etc. and they kind of stop being role players. And Onyx is in a very unique position where like a lot of our devs and a lot of our admins and stuff, they most of them at the very least don't like lose that. But on a lot of servers, the moment that you like look behind the curtain and see the man who's operating the machine, a lot of people just kind of like they just stop.
It's like Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A was really good in America, and then I was told that Chick-fil-A is not a good company. I was like, oh. I was like, oh no. But
I don't think
so
roleplay is
though.
like Chick-fil-A is the. I don't think that's the point we want to take away from this. I don't think we can. Chat roleplay is not like. No, that's not.
The Nuggets are overhyped, and we're closed on Sundays, and that's our claim to fame.
That's a crazy way to.
Roleplay loves the gays, though.
Yeah, there's so much drama about it. It's so good. It's like perfect. It's like the old word.
Dude, I got a document pulled up on Hardcastle's phone where I'm just adding things to it, and people keep seeing on my stream and go, "You have a doc?" I'm like, I need to remember the T so I can share it with like Astro Nasir or Anna. Like,
Hardcastle's reverse writing the manifesto for everyone else.
It's so.
He's just like, guys, there's tea about the lesbians. They're fighting.
I'm looking forward
guys
to
hear
the
about the tea about the
novelization.
lesbians?
I'll make something of it.
It's so funny. Like sometimes, like I'll be sitting there like just patrolling on Skylar, and I'll get a document like to me like sent by like Camden or someone, and it's just like an updated fucking list of like the lesbian drama, and I'm like, this is like actually so fucking funny. Like I can't lie. I was saying it. I was saying at Occam's the other day. I was like, could you imagine like you know, you put like so much time and effort into like all of these like server mechanics and whatnot, and you're like wise guy, and you're like, oh, let me look how my server's doing. And it's just a bunch of fucking lesbian drama. Like I thought about that for so long.
Like, I really need Joe Bettino to fucking show up and be like, so how are the banks going? And then everybody's like, fuck the banks. You need to hear about
Look at this manifest I have.
I want Wise Guy to show up on
God.
Woods like one day this week and just be like,
Oh my god.
like, just be, oh my god.
This
What
is
is
great
happening?
stuff.
What is
Lesbians are
happening?
crazy.
What is happening with the lesbians?
Once the lesbians are at war again.
Oh my god, close to June. They can't be fighting like this.
He like he like fucking puts like sandbags and shit down in front of his house in Toledo. Don't come near me. Leave me alone.
He's got fucking sentry turrets in his front yard.
Lesbians are warring
right now. The streets aren't safe.
You just hear the spinning of a minigun on a tripod in front of his house.
See some
It's like, you
CCR
come
playing in
any
the
closer,
background.
You're gonna get shot.
No, but it's like so fucking funny to think about. It's like, yeah, like there's a drug update being worked on right now, and like blackjack just got added to the casino, and everyone's like, fuck that. There's so much lesbian drama right now. Like it's just like
The lesbian drama might need to make it into patch notes.
The funniest thing I love, because we have Cretin here, and he's like, "Can I join the lesbian drama? Because I have a haircut like them." And I was like,
I would have just been like, sure, Ellen, of course you can.
It's like, even expanding on that, man, it's just like, how's my server doing? It's like there are people who are like cultivating like legislation and like charges and like an entire government, and there's like people who organize like businesses and like do all the shit for that. On top of that, it's like this living, breathing, ever persistent city. Someone's first day on the server, they come in and they're like, oh cool, what's going on? Well, all of the lesbians are fighting.
they read Twitter and they see like that fucking new Buzz Bros account, and it's like, what the fuck is happening?
What is it called, like Fab and Filth or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
The Buzz Gals, as Gemma calls them.
Oh,
Buzz
it's so
Gals.
fucking funny. I can't lie. Like, holy shit.
There are people who live mundane lives in the server who probably just don't.
It's great, man. It's all the tea we get to sit back and enjoy, and I'm just like, ooh, I'm jumping in people's cars, getting the drama from everybody, and I'm like, don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Making a document of it all.
I'm just gonna
This
take
happens,
some.
like You go. What's a game?
No, I was just gonna say I'll get Devin to do a tour with a new person in the Winky. And be like, over here you got the Vinewood, where a lot of people like to, sell drugs and whatnot. And then sees Gem and Piper. And over here you got two lesbians who are currently dealing with a lot of drama up north. Hey Gemma, how are you? And just like Gemma's like, get the fuck out of here, Devin. All right, I'll see you later. Anyway, and on this side, just like
These are the lesbians. It's so funny. Like, it's just like, this happens like once every like year or so. Like all of a sudden, like people, it's something like it all just like crashes and burns at the same time. And like the lesbians just blow up. It's like it's a yearly thing. And like, it is so fucking funny. Like last year, it was like the Polito.
Gemma was the catalyst of it last year. That's what happened there.
Yeah, and then the year before, it was like a bunch of like police and like other government employees, and then it went to Polito, and now it's back to the government, and it's so fucking funny. Like, you got people who are like trying to figure out how to get back in, like into the vaults and of these bank robberies. Meanwhile, back at the fucking ranch, you've got people sending each other documents about the lesbian drama.
I'm sitting there.
Robbing banks.
I'm finding out new people banged. I'm like, what? The document? It's like,
no way, that's crazy. You're just typing away on your phone.
Yeah, I'm like, they banged?
That happened the other day. Like, Sasha and Skylar were in the car together, and Skylar was like, so what's going on? And Sasha was telling her, and Skylar immediately pulled out her phone and was like, really? That's so interesting. And Sasha was like, what you doing? No, don't worry about it.
Every time I tell people about what's going on, they all seem to pull out their phones. I don't get it. It's so crazy.
It's how I concentrate, actually.
Well, years ago, the lesbians lived in peace and harmony, and that all changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah, truly. It's so fucking funny.
We blame Sean for this. He hates lesbians.
He hates lesbians. It's like, they've got to go. I just think it's funny, like, the sort of wise guy, like, looking on the server, wondering how it's going, and he, like, sees all this fucking lesbian drama, being like, what the fuck has happened to my fucking server,
dude.
man?
New Fab and Phil's drop on Twinsta. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
It's about Sasha, Nora, and Lucy.
Oh, God.
Someone has to be here.
We're all about to log in anyways.
Nora asking Lucy for an open deal. All roads lead back straight to Sasha Monroe. Vintage drama, freshly poured.
It could be worse, man. It could be worse.
I have to say, my favorite part about this account are the fucking pictures with the little drawings.
The mustache, the double horns.
It's so fucking funny. It reminds me of like Captain Underpants.
I think me personally, like if I had to take a guess who it is, I think it's CBC.
God.
No, and the only reason I say that is just because they like Stern.
You think CBC would be that invested in the lesbian drama? Hold on.
Like,
I mean, who knows?
It has to be. Like, are you kidding? That has Sean Dean fucking coded all over it. Like, this motherfucker hates the lesbians and is only talking about the lesbians. Are you kidding? That is Sean Dean, 100%.
I think it's marijuana. I stand by marijuana.
To wrench a complete and total 90-degree turn in this conversation, I don't know if you guys know this, but Spotify auto-generates chapters and transcripts of these episodes, and the names always fucking make me cackle and die laughing. I cannot wait to see what Spotify says about this conversation.
Show, lesbian civil war.
Laughing about web development, and also the lesbians are fighting. Like I have a little bit of housekeeping to do. Also, we did want to keep this episode a little short because some of us were pressed for time. We somehow completely fucking skirted this.
Gentrified by Twinsta drama.
We somehow skirted around this. Every episode, we're supposed to start the episode with updating our pizza counts. Have I told you about this, Occams?
With what? Your pizza account? Huh?
So since March 1st this year, we've been keeping track of how many slices of pizza we eat, and we've been coming back every week and updating the totals.
Okay.
I invite every guest to participate if they want to. We're going to tally it up for a whole year.
Mine's going to be really easy because I don't eat I eat pizza once every 3 months.
You don't like pizza? Did we have pizza? We had pizza.
We had pizza. Okay,
Was that the last time you had pizza?
No, the
No.
last time that I had pizza was I order like the ones you just toss in the oven or whatever.
Right.
I'll order like 3 of those a year, and that's about it. Pizza is a food of convenience for me.
Also a vegetable.
Also a vegetable, as we discussed at the beginning. Where I have to be 1 in the right mood for it, and 2, it has to be convenient enough.
That's fair.
I'll just try a whole pie if I want to
Take
do.
that out of
I don't.
context.
Oh,
Take that
me
out
too.
of constant
Well-
real quick and don't relate it to pizza. You have to be in a certain mood for it, and it's like convenient.
That's fair.
Take that out of
Beard,
context.
you might want to slam back an entire pie this week because PK's coming for you.
That's fine.
Starting off at the bottom, Puggle's sitting at 9 still. I don't think he eats very much pizza.
What a pussy.
In 5th place, Junky, who's been muted for an hour. Less than that. Junky's at 21 slices. 4th place, Curly is at 22.
Sneezing fit of my life.
Oh. 3rd place, not quite overtaking, but definitely closing the gap, is PK at 41 slices. Beard, big chillin' in 2nd place with 47, and I'm still in the lead with an unchanged number of 52 slices. It's March 1st.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat some pizza this week.
I'm gonna let you all catch up.
It's pizza time.
I've been eating a lot more vegetables and all that, so I'm trying to fucking curb my diet a little bit.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
unfortunately, we've packed up so much stuff in our house that literally we're probably gonna be living off of fast food for the next like few weeks.
Just go to
maybe.
Pizza, man. Does Pizza in Canada operate like Little Caesars does in the States where they have the hot and readies, or no?
No, Pizza
What?
is just like Pizza. Like if you had to put it on a scale between like that, like if you're comparing it,
Well, it
to
is Little Caesars, but just in Canada, right?
hot and
Like,
ready.
it's the
Yeah,
same-
no.
We have Little Caesars. We have Little Caesars.
Yeah, we have Little Caesars. Like I have like 9
lied
pizza
to.
places in it. I have 9
Pizza's dog shit
places.
pizza, anyways.
It is. It's like cardboard, but their garlic dip sauce is really good, though. I will say that.
Oh yeah, I've been eating that lately. I've had some dips in my
but
fridge.
dude, we have 9 pizza places in a town of like 10,000 people, and I don't understand it.
One for
Pizza
every
place for everyone.
1,100. It sounds perfectly fine. What are you talking about?
I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy, and that
That's
includes like
crazy.
an actual, and we're including like a pub that like literally sells pizza like all the time, as well.
Well, I haven't been taking home any from work, so I've been.
Yeah,
high and
hot and
dry
ready.
in
Hot and
pizza
ready's
land.
not a thing. Hot and ready's not a thing anymore here.
Probably because your country doesn't allow it because it's fucking disgusting and awful for you.
It's okay.
If I
at
had
least
to
we got-
guess.
it's-
You can
at
still
least we got
better
Taco
order
Bell.
things in America.
But yeah, the
Yeah.
people.
Well,
Portions, well, in portion
I'll
sizes.
just
No
punch
comment.
that up like 10 notches. I mean, like it's the yeah.
no comment.
It trickles down to the people. All right.
Mm.
Because the people make the food, the people make the practices, the people make the whatever the heck. There's great people. And there's also some people that are just like, dude. you're- I was listening to a podcast this morning. We were talking about like, how can you tell an American traveling overseas? Oh, they'll tell you, or you'll hear them. Like one of those two things.
Oh my god! When I was in America, I tried to order a water through a drive-through when I was drunk. It was like probably the like worst part of my trip because I was like there for like 3 minutes because I was like, "Can I get a water?" And they were like, "A what?" And I was like, "Can I get a what? A water?" And they were like, "A what?" And it just like went back and forth. It was insane.
Water.
And then I was like, "Oh, can I get a water?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, sure, no worries."
I hated that. I hated how fluid that was. I miss your bit of talking with like a Californian accent. You haven't done it often, but it's still fucking hilarious.
My belly girl accent.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe
Which is-
I was thinking I was like, do I make a character who sounds like that, like a LSPD? That's when Skylo was in
Be your
Gracie.
ranger. Make your Valley
you imagine?
Ranger.
My God, I love the trees.
Guys, I'm like really for the trees. Okay, let's save the animals. Like,
I
let's go.
love this green.
I took a quiz on BuzzFeed and it said that I was totally a horse girl.
Oh boy.
God,
Well, thank you all for coming. Yeah.
What's good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will return.
Who's gonna return in Avengers Doomsday? Beard?
Wanda Maximoff.
Yeah.
No,
Wanda?
you
No.
mean Wanda.
Guess.
Listen,
John Krasinski. He comes back.
The Sentry, obviously.
Hey, it's me, fucking Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, he comes in with a shitty, like just a mishmash New England accent.
It's fucking me.
Hey,
Mr.
I'm fucking Mr. Fantastic.
Hey, you
I'm
fucking
from the multiverse.
of madness. All right.
Thank you guys. We'll see who we see next week.
All right.
Eat
Good
your
night, guys.
pizzas.
bye.
Oh, thank you so much.
Goodbye. River says goodbye to him.